Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, and please ignore the green screen that I have behind me. I had to put it out here today to block out the sun from this window. We are like having 80-degree days that are like real feel 106. It's crazy. It's like we're living in Las Vegas again. But I'm just sitting here and I'm scrolling through TikTok, and for some reason, over like the past few weeks, I've been getting served a shit ton of Gabbie Hanna videos. Well, since Gabbie Hanna has been back on TikTok, she has told everyone that she has joined the church, she is walking with Christ in nature, and she is now making music for the Christians as well. I came across one of her songs the other day and I played it for Dustin. I was actually telling him that this is probably going to be a really big deal for Gabbie and she's going to do really well at it. There's a ton of money in the church. First of all, I think that's why a lot of influencers actually go in that direction. Brittany Dawn. But Gabbie uploaded another video where she was talking about the controversial pipeline of when influencers turn to Christ, like after they have a ton of drama.
The controversial creator to Christian pipeline. Let's talk about it. It takes intelligence to recognize patterns. And then it takes more intelligence to recognize what that pattern is displaying, right? So all these creators who get the world in the worst versions of themselves, that version of themselves is exposed. The worldly pleasures are taken from them, and they come back praising God. You know what the Bible says? It says God disciplines his children and he reprimands the ones that he loves. So those of us who are chosen and called by God to follow God, God doesn't let us walk in a way that's going to destroy our soul, because God's number one priority is our soul. He wants all of us to be saved. And God knows that's what I want too. So he answers that prayer. When he sees his children going down the wrong way, he slaps their hand. He takes away something, he grounds them, he punishes them, he puts them through trials and tribulations. He takes away what the enemy gave us. Because all of that success that I had, that wasn't God rewarding me because I was not being godly. That was God allowing Satan to tempt me. And then I'm taking the temptation and being rewarded for that temptation. And then the rest was the result of giving into Satan's temptation. So when you see creators who get so much money and power and influence and access to anything they want, OnlyFans, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it may be, and then they have some type of downfall and come back praising God, it's because they now have the fear of God instilled in them. They have the love of God that comes from the fear of God instilled in them. And they realize the only reason we're still living and breathing is because of the power and grace and forgiveness and mercy of God himself. Jesus died for me, and so I owe him my whole life. Why would I ever waste the gifts that he gave me? No way, dude.
We have seen so many influencers do this. We have Gabbie Hanna now, Brittany Dawn Fitness after she scammed a bunch of her followers. Tati did it when she came back from the James Charles drama. She told like Aphrodite, we all know she was talking about Aphrodite in that video, basically, do not do any card readings on her because she is not spiritually there and is against her beliefs. I just never buy it when an influencer that's been involved in a shit ton of drama goes away and they come back and all of a sudden they have this profound moment and they're going to start living for the Lord. I think that they believe that there's like a level of respect in that, and maybe there is. Maybe I'm not looking at it from that point of view of somebody who is currently in the church. I did grow up in the church. I have to say, I was telling my friend Vanessa the other day, I really did enjoy going to church from like when I was a baby up until I was in like 6th grade, because I did go to Christian Academy. After that, could not do it. Like after that, like in 6th grade, that is pretty much when I started to realize like the just like judgmental stuff that was going on. So if somebody wants to turn to Christ like out of nowhere, like girl, get your life if that's the journey that you want to take. I just think it comes off as phony. It comes off as like your reputation is in like the bottom of the gutter and you need people to have like a level of respect for you. So you want people to believe that you're doing something selfless and you are living for the Lord. And I think that's why people do it as well when they're going through court cases. They want that level of respect from people, like, see, this is just a nice person. Look at what they're doing. They go to church every Sunday. They are praising God. They are on the right path. Okay, thankfully I had a light right here because it is getting dark outside. It is about to be a really bad storm. I had to actually put the dogs in because of the lightning and the thunder that was happening. They got like really spooked. You guys are gonna have to let me know down below. Do you agree with Gabbie Hanna and what she had to say about all these influencers that turn to Christ? Another thing that I saw going on over on TikTok, there is some Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods drama right now, you guys. This is some like crazy shit, because we all know about resellers. We all have seen the videos of the Stanley Cup people that wait outside of Target like from like 4 o'clock in the morning just to get the new release. Honestly, ridiculous. Could not be me, but you know, it does remind me of like back in the day when we used to actually have Black Friday sales and people would like camp out to get like the best deal. Back when there were actually some deals, because ever since COVID, y'all know that Black Friday has not been the same. We have been literally getting like the bottom of the barrel bullshit. Cannot even give us some good discounts during a sale, but they want to jack up prices all throughout the year. Like, come on. Damn, did y'all hear that? Okay, so I just paused to take a dab. I hope everyone else that is watching this video did as well. The drama is over in the Redlands. I believe that's in like California. There's some drama going on at Marshall's, and this has to do with Hello Kitty. And there is a huge conversation like going on right now online of, do you think that Hello Kitty is a cat? Do y'all think that Hello Kitty is a cat? I don't know. I have never been into Hello Kitty. My mom loved Hello Kitty. I'd never understood like the fascination. Like, some people go so hard for that. There is a big back over in California that every single day goes to this Redlands Marshalls, and she is like the first in line, and she will like push people out of the way so she can be the first in line, and she gives people like straight up attitude so she can get into the store and she can see all of the Hello Kitty merch first, and I guess maybe it's like put to the side, which is apparently a big no-no when it comes to like Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods. Employees, and I'm learning this from the comment section, so let me know down in this comment section if this is legit or not, but apparently employees are not allowed to put things to the side, so they could actually get in a lot of trouble for helping this lady out with putting all the Hello Kitty merch to the side. Well, this situation has gone so viral over on TikTok that now people that are local to this Redlands Marshall have actually started showing up to confront this lady or just see if it's actually true that she's there from like opening to close.
There her friend goes, cutting in line, saying her friends were saving spots for her. She was here already. She was here already, but she was not here, and there she goes, cutting in line.
Okay, this lady is her. You got the story right. The lady harassed my kids. So
That's fine.
You open your mouth, get the story right.
That's fine. This is gonna go on TikTok, girl. That's fine.
Thank
You're
you.
gonna be more viral.
Thank you. I love it. That doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me at all. Everybody's opinions are irrelevant for me. Thank you.
Yeah, but look how desperate you are. You have to cut in line. That's hilarious. No, your friends can't be here for you. They were actually here, so I could see if they were getting in line first, but you weren't. You decided to pull up real quick and then cut in line.
Exactly. Thank you. Exactly.
And this was my experience with one of the Hello Kitty goons. It was a pair of 3 of them, and one of them came up to me with a trembling voice telling me to stop recording.
Excuse me?
Who said I'm recording?
I just saw your phone, please.
Because I pulled on my phone, I'm recording.
Yeah, you're recording us.
So I'm assuming the Hello Kitty lady called the cops because there was other chismosas that were recording her, and she didn't like that, so the police showed up. It wasn't worth it for me to go to juvie over some damn Hello Kitty, but that was just my experience today, shopping for some damn Hello Kitty.
I guess they put things out all throughout the day, so she literally sits in there, and every single new thing that comes out, she like snatches it up. There must be a shit ton of money in like Hello Kitty resale that I just don't know about because I do not search that kind of thing up. But this situation has literally caused like so many adults to like start acting like kids out in public. Literally arguing over Hello Kitty figurines and Hello Kitty blankets is like insane.
So lately I've been seeing a lot of things floating around on TikTok concerning the Hello Kitty lady, so I thought I'd share my experiences. I'm a local to the Redlands Marshalls, and I go here a lot just to shop, and these have been my experiences with her. She has a crew of people who help her, and honestly, they are all extremely rude. And the employees claim that they do not help her get these items, but you guys, they do. This video is a perfect example of them putting them in a specific spot, and she went and grabbed them. Honestly, I'm not a huge Hello Kitty like weirdo. I'm not gonna go out and do what she does, but this is honestly annoying. I am so tired of her.
It's the fact that the cops have been called several times to this Marshall's location involving this Hello Kitty lady. They are probably so sick and tired of it. She apparently does not like the fact that people are showing up to the store and they are recording her and calling her out for like literally hoarding all of the merchandise.
I got to Marshall's around 9:20 in the morning. Hello Kitty girl and one of her friends were already there. I went ahead and got in line, and as soon as the girl saw me walking up to the door, she ran to the door and went to the side next to me. And then around 9:28 is when Shabella came really quick to Hello Kitty lady. And then when it was about to be 9:30, she went ahead and cut in front of me and got in front of the door. As you can see in this photo, that's when she decided to go ahead and cut me in front of the line. And then I had the girl next to me telling me multiple times to stop recording. This girl in this photo told me multiple times to stop recording, and I told her I will not because it's free will and I can record if I would like to. And then that's when the store was opening, and this girl in particular started to run to the back as we were all walking normally to go ahead and try and get some items. And then I saw the girl with the red hair and the glasses. I believe her name is Kim. She's the one that's always talking to Hello Kitty lady. I started to say things about her out loud, that she's the one that hooks them up. She's the one that's always seen talking to them every time that I'm there at the store. I see her. And then this girl ran to her and told her something. The rest of the time that I spent shopping, I did not see that girl on the floor anymore. It's as if she was hiding in the back. And then when I was walking around in the aisles, that's when Chabella was in the other aisle next to me, and she started to say, oh, well, if you want to go ahead and fight, you can go ahead and hit me first and then we can go outside. She just kept repeating herself. And then there was another lady with her. And she just kept saying, oh, I hate resellers. I can't believe that they're doing this. This isn't this. And Chabella was saying, oh my God, me too. I can never be a reseller. But it's really funny that the whole time that the Hello Kitty lady was talking to Redlands PD, because at the time, that's when they did get there. The whole time, they had nothing in their carts. If they did, it was probably in their bags. They were really trying to make it seem like they're not the ones that go to the store and take everything. And then the whole time I was walking around, Redlands PD did not stop me once. They did not even try to talk to me. I didn't even try to leave the store fast because I was not doing anything wrong. I was entitled to shop there. And yeah, it just got really blown out of proportion, but that just goes to show you that grown-ass women are acting like children opening items, even though they say they're not the reseller.
Do you guys remember when there were literally crowds that were showing up to like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods just to get the Ray done and make sure that they had the new stuff? So much that people were literally taking fake Ray done that like said some very inappropriate things that should not have probably been on the shelves over there at the TJ Maxx, and they were putting them in there to see if people would find them and make them like viral. Okay, so moving on from that, I want to talk about Rawbeautykristi real quick because she was apparently getting canceled a few weeks ago. A lot of people wanted us to talk about it.
Here's why the internet is convinced that beauty YouTuber Rawbeautykristi is on the alt-right pipeline. Kristi's an OG beauty YouTuber, and back in 2019, she and her husband moved to a big property in the woods. This is where Kristi started taking up more crunchy hobbies like homesteading. The crunchy to alt-right pipeline is pretty well documented. That doesn't mean that everyone who homesteads or homeschools or gardens or cooks is going to end up on the alt-right pipeline. But once someone does go crunchy, they are more susceptible to fear-mongering and conspiracy theories, thanks to their existing distrust in government, institutions, and medicine. Some fans have said they've noticed some red flags over the years with Kristi, but now speculation is at an all-time high. There are several threads all over Reddit about this. In a Q&A, Kristi confirmed that she will be homeschooling her son. Through some sleuthing, internet users discovered that it seems like she will likely be homeschooling her son through a homeschool co-op that was started by her sister and a partner. The reason they believe Kristi will be using this co-op is because the school has announced that they are moving locations and they have posted photos, and it looks to be Kristi's property. So many people think that she will be hosting this homeschool co-op on her property. Now, that's not the problem. The problem that people have, and the thing that has shocked fans, is that this homeschool co-op seems to be associated with an anti-LGBTQ organization. On the 4th of July weekend, this group allegedly participated in a parade carrying signs with the statement, "Don't mess with our kids," which is the name of an anti-LGBTQ+ organization that advocates for schools and teachers to not discuss sexual orientation or related topics. Kristi was not in these videos. Her son allegedly was, and she allegedly liked one of these videos on Facebook. So many people believe that because of all of that, it seems as though Kristi has no problem with what this co-op supports.
I didn't really know what was going on, but when he started to explain it to me, it appears, in my opinion, in my non-professional opinion, that Rawbeautykristi might be starting a cult or is involved in a cult.
Several cult qualities.
No, it definitely does. Now, when you were first explaining it to me and telling me that people were upset with her because I guess her child was at some like parade and they were holding up a sign that said like leave the kids alone or don't mess with the kids.
The Redditors,
they don't like her.
They absolutely
hate her. So apparently this sign said don't mess with kids, which according to Reddit is an anti-LGBTQ+ organization that advocates for schools and teachers to not discuss sexual orientation or related topics. And this might be a controversial take for people out there and Reddit might not like it, but I agree.
I do too.
I do agree with that. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, I do not have kids, so maybe my opinion does not hold anything in this, but that is my opinion. I don't think that kids should be taught certain things. We didn't get taught certain things. Look how great we turned out, right?
Yeah,
Here we are.
Exemplary people right there. Great, real great
Not
people,
a good,
babe.
not a good example. So that to me, like that part of it, I was just kind of like, meh, whatever. But then when we get into like the fact that she has like a compound and they're gonna start homeschooling the kids,
Anytime.
and it's like it seems that they don't want their kids to have any kind of experience outside of whatever they want them to like focus in on. It's very culty.
Well, it's the fact that they referred to it as a co-op.
Yeah,
Like, what is a co-op?
a co-op where they're all going to be standing outside looking up at the sun and spinning around in circles and then drinking punch.
Oh.
It's very that.
You think it's giving Jim Jones?
Yeah, it's
They're
giving
drinking Kool-Aid Girl.
It's giving very much. Let me start a church so I can get some tax breaks. Okay.
Well, you know, it's really weird to me because we called her out last year for like being pals with James Charles, and we all know what James Charles
Well,
is.
Peter Mon was the one that started to call her out with that.
But it's like now she went like the opposite way with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Completely opposite direction to
Now,
an extreme almost.
There were people calling her out too, saying that it's strange that she kicked her husband out of the bed and that her kid sleeps in the bed with
when
her.
I tweeted about this, people were tweeting back to me that apparently she like has her husband sleeping on an air mattress on the floor next to the bed, and her son, who is 4 years old, that she apparently breastfeeds still. Now, again, as somebody who does not have a child, it just seems a little weird that a 4-year-old is doing that. Please let me know down in the comment section if that's like strange.
They're gonna say we're mom shaming.
Girl, let me know down in the comment section. It's
Yeah.
it's engagement. It just seems even like stranger to me that she would kick the husband out of the bed and apparently the 4-year-old still sleeps in the bed with her. Like now, there is a thing out there called boy mom that is a thing out there, and there are extreme cases where some mothers, and our friend, her ex-husband, his mother, like we used to always say if she was allowed to and it was not illegal, she would have sucked the life out of that man. It was so crazy how close she was to him.
Girl, it's so
It's
gross
so
to me. I did a
strange.
TikTok the other day where this lady was basically saying that her son's first girlfriend wasn't going to be his first kiss because she was his first kiss. Like, do you, like, I don't think these people think when they get on the internet and post these things what they're really saying. I don't think they know what they're giving away when they do that. It's so bizarre. But the other gag is she never really addressed that with James Charles ever at all. But she sure addressed that makeup. She had time to talk about Jaclyn Hill. She had time to talk about all these other things that were important, but never that, you know.
I think that she's just become a little strange after becoming like a homesteader. Like I feel like that's like a general consensus for like a lot know.
That would mean that she's not strange.
You know,
she was not strange before. I think she's just always been weird.
I don't know.
And I think now it's just like accelerated.
I
Do you think
mean-
she's a doomsday prepper? She gives me that
she must
vibe.
be.
She is definitely a doomsday prepper. She has like a freeze dryer, canned goods.
But you know what? With the way that the world is going, I am not even going to fault her for that because everyone should start prepping.
I bet she could pickle a mean egg, girl.
Costco is now, ew, that sounds disgusting. Costco is now selling like a doomsday, like big meal kit.
I want to buy
thing.
some.
Yeah, I think it's like $80 or something.
We should buy some and try them for our vlog channel. That would be so funny.
I mean, you probably should try it before it happens so you know like what you're in for, so you're not like shocked and surprised when the end of the world happens, you know?
Do you think it'll matter though? I don't think it's gonna matter.
It might.
I don't.
It might a little bit.
No,
because can you just imagine the shock if something happens and like everything shuts down? I mean, look at yesterday. That whole freaking thing was shut down.
With Microsoft?
Yeah, all of the freaking flights were grounded and all that.
So
it can happen.
Freaking crazy.
It can happen. Imagine a world of people aren't able to get their fast food. All of a sudden, they can't get their Taco Bell. So personally, I do not think that Rawbeautykristi is going to address this. I tweeted to her like a few weeks ago when all this was going down. She has not responded to me. So y'all are gonna have to let us know down in the comment section if you think that she's finally gonna respond to this.
No.
It is kind of crazy though that Peter called her out for the whole James Charles thing, and now all of a sudden she went the complete opposite direction. She said, "I'm not getting caught up in this again." He might have made her a little homophobic.
Well, I mean,
you know what?
A lot of people are saying that this is kind of giving
calling me out.
homophobic vibes for
You
sure.
think?
I mean,
I don't think it's homophobic.
even if it was, I don't care.
It doesn't. But
I literally don't care.
But
what she does isn't
really
affecting
where
me.
is that really where we are as a like society, that people not wanting their kids to be mess with is like homophobic. It's
so
so crazy
weird.
to me. But
That's
again, this
bizarre.
is just the opinion of someone who does not have kids. So with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. We hope that you did enjoy it. Please leave us a pumpkin emoji. I'm not going to tell you guys why we're laughing right now, but please leave us a pumpkin emoji down below, because there is a pumpkin pillow that I've been wanting, and it is from Crate and Barrel, but I am not paying no $80 for a pumpkin pillow
Hell
that I'm only going to
no.
have out for 2 months tops. Well, technically, you could start putting it out after Labor Day, right? Is when you can start decorating like that. But Costco has one for $9.99 that is bigger than the one I want from Crate and Barrel.
Well, first of all, we're grown. We can have like Halloween year round if we want to.
No, if I was gonna do something like that, if I was one of those people that like left decorations up all year long, it would definitely be Christmas. It would have to be Christmas.
No.
Yes, because of all the lights. And we will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.